To all of our local, regional and international viewers, thank you kindly for choosing us here at Real TV, where we bring reality to you. My dear friends, a very warm welcome to another edition of the program Conversations with Zelisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower and answer those unanswered questions. I am Zelisa Rupani, humbly inviting you to sit back, relax, enjoy, get your pen, get your notebook, Real TV, so you can take notes on important numbers that will be helpful for you and your loved ones. Directing this morning and in Master Control, Nathaniel Reed, on behalf of the team, would like to wish each and every one of you a beautiful, blessed, productive and great day today. Happy Wednesday, my friends. It's the middle of the work week. It's Wednesday, the 4th of March, 2026. And it is a day and time we'll never have the opportunity to ever have again in life. So don't procrastinate, don't waste your time, do something productive and constructive. If you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours, that someone special. Yeah. Nathaniel, can we please go to our quote for today, coming to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo. And our quote says, the best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. I'm going to read this again. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. What you put in is what you'll get out. Don't procrastinate. Don't say tomorrow. Do it now, today, and get it done. Because I'll tell you this, tomorrow is not promised. Right? Get it done today and get it over with. Thank you so much for that, Nathaniel. Let's go to the ad, please.
Fab India Expo would like to wish all our valued customers a blessed Ramadan 2026. We are pleased to announce that the Fab India Expo will be reopening on Friday, February 27th, located opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas, with a complete change of stock. Explore brand new styles and the latest products coming directly out of India. We will also have special booths catering for each shopping, plus a full-size Indian food court with something for everyone. Visit us at the Fab India Expo, located opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas. Opening on Friday, February 27th. Fab India Expo, your one-stop destination for Ramadan and Eid shopping. We can't wait to see you.
Welcome back to Conversations with Zelisa, right here on Real TV, where we bring reality to you. To all of our local, regional, international viewers, those of you on Tobago, the app, those of you in Canada on the Caribbean, Showtime Television, thanks for choosing us, allowing us to continue to, influence you in a positive way, add value. I always say knowledge is power. Today I'm in conversation with Mr. Chanka Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor, and as always, he's here religiously, always sharing his wealth of knowledge with us. Yeah, Mr. Ramtahal, good morning and welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. A very good morning to you and our listening and viewing public today.
Today we're going to be talking about the old age pension grant. And prior to the show, we always post on our social media pages who our guests are going to be. And so I already got messages this morning. So if you'll allow me to share this particular question that came in from one of our viewers, right?
Sure.
And it says, good morning. I am a 66-year-old amputee. I'm getting the old age grant. Can I get any other help? I'm on a wheelchair. I'm using Pampers and wipes I have to buy every 2 weeks and some medications. I have to do an angiogram, social welfare, ask many questions, and even my kids' bank statement where they saving the money. I told the person, why ask my kids? I am the one who needs the help. So this is a question that came in from one of our viewers, all right? So I know that you'll answer, and I'm sure Ms. Rajkumar is listening. Good morning. Thanks for viewing Real TV, and Mr. Ramtahal will try his best. So she's 66 years old. She's in a wheelchair. She's lost a leg. She's in Pampers. She has to use wipes, medication. Now she has to do an angiogram. So her question is she entitled to any other assistance?
Right. She has qualified for old age pension. So that says that investigations were made as to her home circumstances. For example, income and things like that. So her income would have allowed her to get her old age pension. But now she has an issue with her leg, all right? And she can apply for maybe whatever it is. I don't know.
Well, she already has a wheelchair, so
A wheelchair,
that's fine.
yeah. But
any other assistance?
artificial, you know, they have the artificial legs.
And I'm told that the prosthetic leg.
Yes.
Now, I want to also say this, as you said that, if you need one and you're getting difficulty, Ms. Rajkumar, getting one, I had Indra Rupnarayan here on the show sometime last week, and I want to let you all know that they're going to get the camp up and running again. And so with that up and running, all those that would need assistance with a leg or an arm or things like that, the camp is up and running. So let me know. You could send in your name and telephone number. I can gather it and I could pass it on to Indra so that you could get assistance. That is if you cannot get the assistance from the government, right?
Yes. I think it would be easier for her to get it from that donor.
Well, because people were waiting for years. I
Yes.
interviewed a gentleman who got one, and this is with the kind compliments of the Indian, of the government of India. They set up camp and they gave out a couple already, and now they're going to continue. And I would have interviewed a gentleman who got one via the Indian government here in Trinidad, and he said that he couldn't, he couldn't afford to buy it. And when he went to the social welfare, they told him that that's not possible. They don't give any more. That's what they told the man. And so when he found out the cost, his family, they were going to purchase one privately. They couldn't afford it. So thanks to the Indian government, he got one, and all those who got, thank you, that they intervened and they got it. So to this lady, Ms. Rajkumar, and anybody, if you need to get that sort of assistance, send me your name and number to that WhatsApp, 3847142, the same one that Mrs. Rajkumar used, 3847142, and I will pass it on to Indra Rupnarayan. Thank you, sir.
And the price of those artificial legs keep going up,
It's expensive.
Because
I heard it's between $50,000 to $75,000.
At one time it was between 20 and 30,000.
Well, the gentleman told me it was between 50 to 75.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
People have to hold barbecue, people have to hold
Raise
curry
funds,
queue, people
yes.
have to ask people to help them. There are people that live paycheck to paycheck. The people don't even know what it is to have a savings, because they exhaust all of their funds in paying bills and living, trying to live to survive.
Sometimes our social workers who are employed by government, they
have no compassion and no empathy.
They don't empathize with our citizens.
You're going to the hospital and the security officers, they work in there, but their personality is horrible. They don't even know to smile. They don't even know to say good morning, good afternoon. And the thing is, when people go to a hospital or a nursing home, you're already compromised because you're going to see a loved one that is sick, or you're going to inquire about a loved one that is sick. You're already in a different space. Oh gosh, man, a little smile or a little good morning would go such a long way, or extend a little courtesy would go such a long way.
There's something called empathy, trying to understand what another person might be facing.
Through, you
That's
don't know.
right.
You look at people and you don't know, understand what they're trying to cope and deal with.
And even with security officers, ma'am, good morning, how can I help you?
Yes.
they may want to find out where the relevant ward is.
No, there are people who are really nice.
Oh yes, of
Let me
course.
tell you something, they are angels. There are people who are really kind and they're really accommodating and they go the extra mile to assist or to help or to answer a question. But then there are others, their personality is so horrible. You're asking yourself, wait now, what really going on?
I can tell you, I worked social welfare for many, many years, and we had one or two misfits, and we always had complaints about them, how they speak to the
Yeah.
client.
Yeah.
It is nothing difficult to say, ma'am, good morning or good afternoon.
Yeah.
Have a seat, please.
Yes.
How can I help
Yes.
you? Make them feel comfortable so that they
Especially
could
at those offices, Mr.
Exactly.
Ramtahal. There are people who are challenged with many health complications, not one, they're old. They have a lot of things that they're dealing with. Be kind to them, be courteous to them.
And if-
Get them a seat, you're correct.
And if you do that, then they become willing to divulge their personal information to you.
Now, I want to go into this particular lady because we understand that she's lost her leg. She's in a wheelchair. She indicated she's in Pampers, whatever. She would need extra funds for whatever. But one of the things that she also said that she asked and she said to those people is, why are you asking me questions about my children? So, what does the children bank statements have to do with her getting assistance? I'm a little confused there.
Okay. What will happen, like other members of the household, she may have children, all right?
Right.
But if they're living elsewhere, I mean, we don't consider that, but those who are living in the household and
Oh, so that may be the scenario. Mrs.
Yes.
Rajkumar, give us some clarity. I know you're watching the show. But so give us some clarity with regards to if your kids, perhaps they're living in your home or you are living in their home. That is why the authorities would have
they look at the
asked.
circumstances.
They
the
ask about
financial-
the finances in the home,
yes.
right? It's not that they're prying into their business. Now, if they're not living with you or you are not living with them, then they're not supposed to ask you that.
Yes.
But if they are, then they're supposed to, because they need to know what are the funds or the income in the house. And we have to respect that. That's their rule, that's their law, and we have to respect that. Yeah?
Yeah, that is for sure.
Now, you could have a child living with you, and that child making $20,000 a month, but that child not contributing or helping you, There are situations like that.
Oh yeah,
Your
for
children
sure.
living in your house or you living in their house, and they will say to you, well, I have to pay school fees, or I have to pay my rent, or I have a mortgage and I cannot afford to help you. There are real situations like that, Mr. Ramtahal. So
And officers are recruited by government with the hope that you will go out there and do justice to the system. Do justice to the system.
yeah.
Okay, there are certain guidelines and you go with it, but sometimes you have to be empathetic, and there's evidence sometimes that there's evidence of poverty, the home conditions. Right away you get a picture that things are not too well here.
Mr. Ramtahal, recently, was it Sunday, I was in conversation with Mr. Zahir Ali from Glimmer of Hope. It's an NGO, a foundation that they help build houses, they give hampers and they do things. And he said to me firsthand that when you think this country is, he said, listen, people really living in poverty in this country. There are some of the places that they go or homes that they visit, and he himself feel broken and feel hurt and feel so sad to see the living conditions that people are living in this country in this year 2026. With that, let's go to these important messages. This is the program Conversations with Zelisa right here on Real TV. Let's go to these messages. Stay with us.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance. Is thermally and acoustically insulated. Provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
Are you looking for the right space for your business? Fred's Plaza has the space you need. We offer professional rental spaces designed for growing businesses. Conveniently located in San Juan on the Eastern Main Road, opposite the PTSC terminal and between Royal Castle and Mario's. Easy access, high visibility. For inquiries, call or WhatsApp 868-384-7142 today, or visit Level 3 Fred's Plaza for details.
Ready to take your sales career to the next level? If you have a passion for connecting with clients, building meaningful relationships, and delivering results, we want you on our team. Join a dynamic, motivated environment where your experience matters, your ideas are valued, and your drive defines your success. Step into a role with real opportunity. Join the sales team at Real TV, where your future begins.
Call us today at 292-6470 or WhatsApp us at 384-7142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
To all of our local, regional, international viewers, welcome back to Conversations with Zelisa right here on Real TV, where we bring reality to you. Today I'm in conversation with Mr. Chanka Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor, and he's here to talk to us about the Old Age Pension Grant. Welcome back, Mr. Ramtahal. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. And today we are discussing the Senior Citizens Pension Grant. All right? This program involves the provision of financial assistance to eligible older persons of Trinidad and Tobago.
And you have to be 65 and older.
That's right.
65 and older. Right,
And we
great.
all know to qualify, the applicants must be 65 years and over. You must be a citizen or resident of Trinidad and Tobago. So you cannot come in from another island or another country, have no legal status. You might be here living illegally, but you would not be entitled to any benefits.
And that's understandable.
Yes.
I agree with that.
I agree with that, surely. You understand?
Yes.
Right. You must be living in Trinidad and Tobago for at least 20 years preceding the date of application. Or you could have lived here for 50 years in total, and this applies mainly to foreigners.
Okay.
All right? And the 50 years do not need to be consecutive, but once you could prove that you would have lived in Trinidad
For 50 years.
with a legal status.
Right.
With a legal status.
Nice.
Because you could live here 70 years and you do not have legal status, you would not
entitled.
qualify.
Yeah.
You're not entitled.
Only
to
citizens. Yes.
All
Agreed.
right?
Agreed.
So that is good. And it is the right policy.
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. So your income must not be exceeding $5,500 per
Right.
month, which is the maximum of the old age pension.
Right.
Good. So what are some of the documents that you are required to produce? Of course, your birth certificate, all right, with an affidavit if necessary.
Right.
Your ID card would indicate that you are a legal resident,
Right.
of course. Your passport to indicate your history of travel,
Nice.
okay, a recent bank statement to show your financial status.
Mr. Ramtahal, I'd like to ask this question. You talk about a bank statement. Do you know there are many people in this country don't have a bank account,
I know,
right?
I know.
Excuse me. And because it's really difficult now even to open an account. It's not as easy as before. Could you advise us on that for those who may not have an existing bank account? Let us say their spouse, a husband or wife, or a child or a nephew or an aunt. Would it be possible to give that information?
Yes. A lot of times you have a joint bank account. Husband and wife may have
Right.
a bank account.
That's fine.
And the husband, his retirement grant might be going through that account.
Okay.
But that would not hamper the wife.
Excellent.
That would not hamper the wife.
Okay.
Because, you know,
Right. That's, yeah, fair enough.
so it will give a clearer picture of the financial situation
Nice.
in the home, and that is what we need to determine whether you are entitled to the grant or not.
Okay. Excellent.
So that is purpose. A marriage certificate where applicable. All right. And national insurance information, and well, you know, that is obvious.
Well,
We
Miss-
have a relationship with the National Insurance Board,
right.
the various offices,
Yeah.
and our officers would write to them, and they would write back to social welfare to indicate whether the person is receiving or is entitled to any
Okay.
grant.
Yeah. Mr. Ramtahal, there are many people who would, and we've heard of this before, I think we discussed it, but I'd like to again, just give us a little idea. There are people who would give somebody else's account, maybe a child, or allow a child or a niece or a nephew or whoever, a neighbor in some cases, because sometimes family just don't step up, and sometimes a neighbor is so kind and courteous and helpful. But the point is, you give somebody else's, you give authorization for the money to go into an account. And then there are people who don't give them the money. They keep it as I've heard where children do their parents that, you know.
Yeah, I have heard of instances where, like that, where children, you know, misuse the funds of the home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, especially if you, sometimes you may ask a neighbor to do that for you,
Yeah.
and it doesn't go well after a while.
Yeah.
You understand? Much to the disadvantage to the client.
Right.
You know, so we have to be careful what we're doing.
Correct.
Sometimes we trust people, but the trust is not maintained.
Sometimes you want children
Clearly.
take the money and
Yes.
go and buy drugs, or they buy whatever,
Whatever
and they
they
don't
want.
give it to you. They
Yes.
just give you a little bit out of it, or they say, all right, I'll buy you some groceries and that's it. But you really have to be very careful and mindful. Think carefully.
You know, we have to be careful, you understand? And also we have a relationship with the National Insurance Board. We'll communicate, social welfare will communicate with them to inquire whether this person is entitled to any benefits.
Okay.
All right? And then all that information pending would give a clear picture as to whether this person qualifies or not, or qualifies for a reduced amount.
Right.
Yeah, because we must remember there are 4 bands of old age pension. All right. You have the highest band of $3,500. The lower band is $2,500. The third band is $1,500, and the fourth band is $500 per month pension.
Right.
And that would happen once you have any other form of income. All right? It will determine which one of these bands, either the 500 band, the 1500 band, the 2500 band, or the $3,500 would be the band that they qualify for.
Okay, nice.
All right? Effective January 2019, citizens' pensions, the citizen pension increased. All right? The senior citizen monthly pension is $3,500 per month.
Right.
The second amount, if you didn't qualify for the $3,500, you could qualify for the $2,500 per month. That is providing you have some other source of income.
Of income.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right?
some people are very ambitious and they don't like to depend on people. I personally know people who are in their 70s and they still
Still
do
full
odds and ends to help out themselves. They still do a little babysitting or a little ironing.
Yes.
Or I know a gentleman will pick up people and drop them to the supermarket or go and do errands for people. You know, there are people who are very ambitious,
Yes.
right? And they don't depend on people and they get up and they help themselves. And I think that's okay, Mr. Ramtahal.
And you see, and that's a very valid point you raised there. There are people who have applied for pension,
Yeah.
elderly persons, elderly citizens apply for pension. And it's taken 6 and 8 and 9 months for the officer to come home to see them. In the meantime, they have no fixed income.
Yeah.
But some of them may have a little car,
Yeah.
a private car.
Yeah.
And what we call, they pull a little bull, meaning
Yeah,
yes.
they take kids to and from
From
school. They run
school.
errands, do groceries for people. They take them to the doctor, do little things to help themselves. And I think that is remarkable.
It is.
That you're not
But what is
sitting down and waiting
What
for
is
handouts.
difficult, a lot of the officers don't understand that, and they are being punished for that. I mean, how could you be punished for you going out and trying to support yourself? Where else would you get the income?
Mr. Ramtahal, let us say even the highest bench, which is 3,500. You really think that could pay everybody
Well-
bills?
well, we know
if they're
it-
paying
yes.
rent and if they're paying electricity and if they're paying a little cable or a telephone. I mean, come on, plus buying medication, food, whatever, it's difficult. I mean, if husband and wife both getting in the home, that's like a 7,000,
Yes,
eh?
yeah, yes.
That's not bad, to be
No.
honest. I think they could work. They may not be able to save out of it, but they could live. You know?
But within recent times, the prices, if you go to the supermarket, the groceries, the prices of every item has gone up.
In and out of the pharmacy right now, just medication I'm talking about is alarming. Alarming.
Exactly. And therefore, the value of your money is not what it used to be before.
It's not.
Yes, so
It's just not
the
the same.
situation would dictate that you go out and do some little things, and you are punished for that. And how?
Yeah.
And the management of the social welfare division has to really revisit what is happening. How
Well,
officers
that is
are
what
trained.
the minister has to do. I
Yes.
mean, the fact is she's there now. It's not.
Exactly.
The honeymoon stage is over. That
Over.
phase is over, and it's time to get down to business and get things in place. Perhaps visit every office unannounced. You know what I mean? Go
true.
to every office.
Office
Don't
un-
tell
yeah.
them that you're coming,
Coming.
because if they tell them that they're coming, they're going to prepare and they'll make sure everything. You go unannounced. That is your job as a minister, to ensure that things are in place and you have things up and running and you have a smooth, This is a program, Conversations with Zelisa, right here on Real TV, where we bring reality to you. Today I'm in conversation with Mr. Chanka Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor. He's talking about the old age pension. If you may have any questions or concerns, you can send us a WhatsApp, 3847142. Mr. Ramtahal will be more than happy to advise you. Take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, young people, senior citizens, it is my pleasure and privilege to invite you to look at the program Inspired on Real TV at 2 p.m. every Wednesday afternoon. Inspired is designed to lift your spirits, to help you overcome depression and failure, so you could be an outstanding, extraordinary success. We have special experts every Wednesday who will inspire you to do better, to be your best self. So may God bless you. And remember, every Wednesday at 2 p.m., please look out for the program Inspire.
Real TV, where we keep it real all day, every day. If you're loving the entertainment, the news, and all the content we bring, then don't just watch, be part of the movement. Follow us on every platform you use: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. Share this with your family and friends, your group chat. Let them know Real TV is the new wave. Real TV, news, entertainment, information, bringing reality to you.
Welcome back to Conversations with Zelisa right here on Real TV, where we bring reality to you. I'm in conversation with Mr. Chanka Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor, and today he's talking to us about the old age pension. If you may have any questions, any concerns, don't hesitate to send us a WhatsApp message 38474142. And Mr. Ramtahal will try his very best to accommodate all of your questions. Mr. Ramtahal, welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much, Al. One of the one of the grants that is available to our citizens, and I learned, over the years that several people don't know about it, is something we call a blind old age pension. A person suffering blind old age pension. A person suffering from defective vision,
right,
can qualify for pension at age 40 years.
But this is excellent news.
All right.
I wonder if this is in. I wonder if the
and that is in the
Blind
ordinance.
Institute share that with their members.
Well, I'm not sure.
But that's great information.
That
I need
is.
to ask Mrs. Surat if he knows that.
Yes.
I'm sure he does, because he's well educated and well informed as well.
You should do that. Yeah, because once you are, you have defective vision, you're under stress.
So let us get some clarity here. Once you have poor vision or no vision at all, and you're at the age of 40, you can qualify for a grant?
The old age pension sum of 3,500.
But this is great information this morning.
Yes.
So if you or you know someone who is visually impaired, which means you have poor eyesight or none at all, and you're 40, you can qualify for old age pension, which would give you the 3,500. That is excellent.
It is. And I think the rationale behind it is that once you have defective vision, there are few things you'll be able to do, pretty well.
Yeah, you're limited.
You're limited.
You're limited.
Tremendously. You understand?
Limited. There's only
so that
much.
our seniors, our citizens 40 years and over who are suffering from defective vision, please be aware that you can qualify for the old age pension amount. All right? We refer to it as a blind pension, but we don't like to use that term, and therefore we refer to it as your old age pension because of defective vision. Defective vision.
Thank you.
All right? So that is important, and I know there might be a lot of citizens who would qualify for that, because you have a lot of citizens
I'm
who
sure, people who are, they lose their eyesight because of diabetes and different things,
at
poor vision.
the gas station at the bottom of Monroe Road. You know the bottom of Monroe.
Sun Plaza, yes.
Yes. There's a guy who's blind and he's with a stick. And you know he keeps, you know, he's begging. And you know, so
yeah.
I mean he might
You
be.
ever advise him?
Pardon?
Did you ever advise him?
No, I didn't. I didn't. You know, I didn't know him now, but I
Yeah.
plan to do that. I plan to do that.
Next time you go there,
Yes,
you know, you
I
could
plan
probably
to do
say
that.
to him, sir, I just
Yes.
want to advise you that, you know, you could get some help.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to be coming out here.
Yeah.
And, oh. Well, let's hope
But
he's
is
really blind and he not plain blind.
No, I feel he's really blind, but
Okay.
he only came here recently.
Okay.
But and I plan to.
Perhaps you could let him know.
Go, yeah.
Oh, I'll say this to our viewers, you know, if you're in the vicinity and you know where we're talking about and you are there regularly, you go and you see that gentleman, advise him, because now you know knowledge is power.
Not only
Share
there,
the
but if
information.
anywhere else.
Anywhere at all.
Yes.
You know, information is so important. Knowledge is power. Great. Perfect.
So, right. Now, so since 2019, old age pension was increased. All right. Senior citizens monthly pension, it went up to $3,500. And then you have the second amount of $2,500. Then you have $1,500, and then you have $500. Four amounts of old age pension.
Very good.
Depending
So
on
they're
your
different
other
categories,
income.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I honestly think if the government had the money or had extra money, I feel that is something that they would invest in to help the citizens of our country. But we are aware that they have no money. They're trying for
Yes.
So, you know, it's just unfortunate. But it's still, I would say, better some than none. It could still help somewhere along the way. You know, it may not be able to do everything, but some. Better little than nothing.
And that would have been the best population to help, because these are the ones who have, over the years, even before the problem, might have contributed to the development.
Live within your means as well.
That's right.
You know, if you know you have a limited amount and you're a pensioner and you have that income, don't be buying cigarettes and smoking. Don't be drinking alcohol all the time. You understand what I'm saying? Work within your budget. Have a budget. Prioritize what is important, and that is your medication and your food.
I smile a little bit because, Zal, what we find is that the people of the poorer classes, they are the ones with the most vices, like drinking, alcohol, smoking cigarettes. You understand what I'm saying?
And you're smoking cigarette, it costs in your money that you could buy food with. But more importantly, it's killing you. And killing the people around you.
That's the point I was going to make.
Grandchildren around you and you're smoking.
Yeah. You know, so.
Gosh, man.
That is something we need to look at.
I think sharing that information for those that are visually impaired was great information.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It is.
Perfect.
Because
Nice.
you're qualifying, once you're over 40, you can qualify for the old age
That
pension
is
amounts.
excellent. That is
Yes.
excellent.
You know, that is
Great.
excellent. So, good. That is as far as we talk about the senior citizens pension. All right. Now remember the quantum of the grants went up in 2019. It went up to 2019. Remember, it went up to 2019.
Yes. Yeah.
So those grants are now $3,500, $2,500, $1,500, and $500 as the fourth grant, the fourth amount of grant. Good. So that it is as far as the senior citizens pension is concerned.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Just to remind you, you must be 65 years and over. You must be a citizen or resident of Trinidad and Tobago. You ought to be living in Trinidad and Tobago for a certain period. You understand? And you must have secured legal status. You understand?
Good. You know, a point that I would like to raise, and I felt that I would talk about it on your show particularly when you are here. We know that at the end of the month, you all go to the bank to get your money or to get your checks cashed, right? I want to give you a little advice for those that do that, especially when you have to stand in long lines and wait. Walk with a little water, walk with a little fruit, walk with a little sandwich, because you stand, even when you go to the office at the old age, the social welfare, you have to perhaps sit or stand and wait. I see the lines, I see it, sometimes you're driving it. So my humble suggestion is when you're going, pack a little bag with you. In that little bag, a little fruits, or a little salad, or a little sandwich, or a little pack of nuts, something that will help you, and a little water, so that at least you have something to eat or drink while you're standing and waiting, you know. And I thought that is something that people should, because you could get a little bad feeling, you're diabetic, you don't eat on time, all sorts of little things, you know. Walk with your little medication too.
Zal, I am so happy. And it is so ironic that you have raised that today.
Okay.
Yesterday I went to my bank in Chaguanas.
Yeah.
You're not calling name.
Yeah.
Pensioners are coming in and long lines because usually pensioners wait for their check, and the first working day of the month they are heading to the bank to change that because right.
Yeah.
Yesterday I went to my bank to pay my bill, and there were 2 tellers at that bank, and there were about 25 to 30 elderly people waiting to be attended to.
Yep. I cannot understand it.
And
it's not like the banks not making money.
Exactly.
And even, I'll tell you another point that I saw as well, and I observe. A lot of people like me, the times that they could probably go to the bank would be around the lunchtime hour, because that's the time that they're free. My workers,
yes.
That's what they do. They ask to, when they go on their lunch, they say, Ms. Z, are going to the bank, because they have their business to do too. So make sure and have tellers in place. The ones that go on lunch at that time, rotate them. Make sure that you have, that people, so they could get their business done, do their transactions, get out of there, still grab something to eat and get back to work. That is common sense.
And that's the same point I made in the bank with 2 or 3 people sitting around me. And you have these elderly people,
Common sense. Common sense. Simple things that the managers, and you know who I blame for that? The managers.
Of course.
That's poor. It's what you call poor management.
Of course.
Poor management. Square pegs and wrong holes.
Yeah.
It's wrong. Step up. In life, getting an education is so important. There's a point I drive to my daughter every day. Malika, your education is so important, but I also will tell you something. You see, practical, hands-on and theory.
Exactly.
Common sense, it's something they call common sense, is also very important. And that's why most successful, do you know that most successful business people in particular are not highly educated? It's because they went to work from small and know what it is to sweep and mop and clean bathroom and do the pack shelves, and they work and you understand, and they work hands on. Common sense that made them millionaires today. You know that?
Yeah.
Hard work, commitment.
Yes. And common sense.
It's a combination of things, not just education.
Is common sense.
And common sense not that common anymore. This is a program, Conversations with Zelisa, on Real TV, in conversation with Mr. Chanka Ramtahal. And we're going to go to some important messages when we return. We continue. Again, if you may have any questions or concerns, you can send me a WhatsApp 38474142. You could call us. And Mr. Ramtahal will be more than happy to guide you. All right, stay with us. Let's go to these messages.
When security matters most, choose Catch Security Services Limited. We are proudly approved by the Ministry of Homeland Security. We protect your home, business, community, and much more. Our services include professional baton and armed officers, specialized K-9 units, mobile patrols, secure cash pickups, secure transport, and pepper spray applications and supply coming soon. Don't wait. Secure your assets now. Contact Catch Security today. Call 622-6601, email info@cssl-tt.com, or visit our office at 30-32 Saddle Road, Maraval.
Ready to take your sales career to the next level? If you have a passion for connecting with clients, building meaningful relationships, and delivering results, we want you on our team. Join a dynamic, motivated environment where your experience matters, your ideas are valued, and your drive defines your success. Step into a role with real opportunity. Join the sales team at Real TV, where your future begins.
Call us today at 292-6470 or WhatsApp us at 384-7142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance, is thermally and acoustically insulated, provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
Welcome back to Conversations with Zelisa right here on Real TV, where we bring reality to you, to all of our local, regional, international viewers. Thank you so much for choosing us. I'm in conversation with Mr. Chanka Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor, and today he's talking to us about the old age pension and how it can be beneficial to you. Welcome back, Mr. Ramtahal.
Thank you very much. Let me inform you that the Ministry of Social Development, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, they had a exercise at the Presal Government's secondary school.
Okay, I know exactly where that is.
Where they had people who wanted to come on board as officers of the Social Welfare Division. They had a test for them.
Oh, hiring people?
Yeah, hiring, yes. Yes.
But that's excellent.
Excellent. And I was quite pleased with that. You understand? And they used the Presal Secondary School as the convenient location because that is centrally.
I've covered a lot of things there, you know, health shows and different things. I know exactly where that is.
So that persons who were interested, they came and they were given a test, a written test. And well, we haven't heard anything of that.
Well, I trust and hope, Mr. Ramtahal, that the people that they consider to hire that would have passed the test, they do some intense training to get them up to standard to where we need them to be.
I think that should happen. I think that should happen.
Is that a call, Director? Yeah. Good morning and welcome.
Pleasant good morning, Ms. Zelisa and Mr. Ramtahal. How are you all?
Fine, thank you,
good,
sir.
Very well.
I have one question, please.
Sure.
I heard Mr. Ramtahal mention something about a person with no vision and with lightly vision, they're entitled of old age pension, right?
At the age of 40, yes.
Right. What about a person who has one eye vision only and the next eye they could see a little. What are they entitled of?
That's a good question, Mr.
That's a good
Ramtahal.
question.
A very good question, sir.
Right. A lot would depend on the medical of the office, the medical officer. You understand?
Yeah.
They would write normally on the medical form. They would add percentage of disability and so on. And I mean, once it meets that stage to indicate that you're very blind, you would qualify for the pension.
No, what I'm talking about, if a person could see with one eye and one eye they cannot see.
You understand what he's saying? They have
Yes,
vision in only one
but
eye.
it depends. That's what I'm saying as well.
Okay.
It depends on
Okay.
the information that
That
the
the doctor-
doctor puts on the form.
Okay, you understand,
Okay,
sir?
okay,
It's
okay,
the report
okay.
that the doctor would give that will determine whether you could qualify or not.
Yes.
Right?
Right. Okay, thank you. Have a blessed one, Olio.
You too,
You too,
sir. Have a
sir,
great
yes.
day and thanks for calling in. I'm sure a lot of people were happy to listen to the question and answer. Have a beautiful
Okay.
day. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
God
God
bless.
bless.
I just want Olio sometime. Yeah,
Thank
bye-bye.
you. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Now,
Right,
another...
bye.
Thank you, Nathaniel. Now, another important thing is, it is important that you also know that a doctor, a medical doctor from the public hospital or clinic would be the one to determine and write that report.
That's
Not
right.
your doctor down the road and not
That's
your
right.
personal GP, right? It would be a medical doctor from a government hospital or the clinics that you go to. I just
Yes.
wanted the health centers, yeah? I think you may need to understand that.
And that's a valid point, sir.
Yes,
That's a
first
very
you
valid
go
point,
to the
yeah.
hospital or you go to the health clinic that you go to in your area, and they are the ones that will do up that report, and that is what you will take into the social welfare, not your personal. Let's make sure we understand that.
You know, and I think that was a just situation, just situation.
Oh,
where at
certainly.
40 years you suffer from defective vision. I mean, you'll be limited.
Oh no, that
much, yes.
is a welcome,
Yes,
and that is
so
a plus, and I applaud that whoever, put that in place.
Yes.
It was well thought of.
That's
and,
right.
and I agree. I applaud the initiative.
And that's why I was happy to, mention it so that
yes,
everybody
people
could
would be aware.
because
people are not aware. So, Mr. Ramtahal, you know how many people still not aware that they could get old age pension and they entitled to
yes.
it? They don't know, and it's because it shows like this, or because they hear somebody getting it and they find out or whatever.
And you don't know, and a lot of them have defective vision and don't know they could qualify for that higher amount of old age pension rather than public assistance.
Yeah. And then there are other little grants, of course, health grants and other little things that you could apply for. A food card.
Yes.
Well, I know it's yes, the food card that you
Yes,
could
the
go
food
to
card,
the
yeah.
supermarkets and there are many supermarkets that would
The food card,
accept the food card.
the food card mainly is to assist individuals or families with who finds themselves in a difficult situation at a short notice, and they have nowhere to go to ask for help.
Also, I know that you informed us about this on other conversations with regards to the elderly. If you are challenged with regards to you had a surgery or you're not well and you're in your bed or you're in Pampers, and you can apply for somebody to assist you at home, to change your Pampers,
Yes.
to clean your home, to
Yes.
cook you meals. All these things that it's information that is important, that will help you to know that you could get that, you could qualify for that sort of assistance,
And also too, we had the...
Let's take this call,
Yeah,
Mr.
sure.
Ramtahal, please.
So-
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Morning,
morning.
sir. What is your question, please?
Okay, yeah,
Yes, we are.
okay, I'd love to hear that most of the times I call this program is when this gentleman on. Most of the time, I'm
Okay.
telling you that. You see when this gentleman on, I just feel that It's a good, what's you see, I call it for that. No, call there and talking out his eyes and, you know, happy, feel just to talk or find out what the gentleman was telling you. What you're of getting them from the government or whatever.
Yeah.
And every time I go, you know, you can see the happiness in the fellow say you have one eye, and you see you have one eye, you know, so you see one eye, and you can't see the next eye. You can see, you can feel the way the fellow speak. You feel happy, man. Yeah, and I want the gentleman to keep it up.
Thank you.
No, that's all. I want to make a statement with no matter such thing.
Sure.
That our honorable Prime Minister wants to clean the place, and all these things he's talking about is still crime. Sometimes you want to go see about something, you're afraid to walk the road. And people, the Prime Minister, she's a mother. She's a mother. Try with Prime Minister, try with her. She has good ministers. They're trying, and they will bring that Trinidad instead of the opposition. Talking nonsense, right?
Yes.
But, I don't want to get steel. But
No, you're entitled to your opinion and you're entitled to voice it. This is, Real TV is about allowing people. Yeah.
May God bless you and your family.
Okay. All the best to you.
Bless you.
Oh, I welcome that. All the best to you and your family as well. Thanks for viewing, and remember to tell your friends about Real TV. Thank you, Nathaniel. And we thank that gentleman for calling in and his observation. And I want people to know that Real TV is giving our viewers a voice to be heard, to have your opinion, and you're entitled to it, And it may not be my opinion or Mr. Ramtahal's or other guests we may have, but the point is we respect what you say, and this TV station is about you, the people, to inform, educate, empower, to give you information. And I will always stick to that. I will always stick to the point that any time you or a child or anybody put on Real TV, it must always give, even if it's a documentary, you must be enriched with knowledge, because knowledge is power. Yeah? So I just wanted to say that, and I want to thank those for calling in and being part, asking your questions. Ask and you shall receive. When we have people like Mr. Ramtahal and other strengths here every day, it is about empowering you. Today is Wednesday, it's the middle of the work week at 2 o'clock. Inspired will be live with Pastor Dr. Clive Doughton. Another show that will uplift you, enlighten you, inspire you, motivate you. And these are the things. The gentleman spoke about crime. The truth is, that man is correct.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
The truth is, you walk into a supermarket, you walk into a pharmacy, you walk in anywhere, and you have to be careful. You're holding on because you're not wearing your things because you're scared. And we should not be living like that. But that is the fact, and that is the reality. You don't know if somebody will come and just blow up. You don't know. And so you're correct, sir. And we must just be careful. Continue to respect the law of the land. Continue to do what is right at all times. And continue to be God-fearing people. And I will say this, if you are a Muslim, be the best you could be. If you are a Hindu, be the best you could be. If you are Catholic, Christian, Buddhist, Buddhism, whatever religion or whomever you in your heart and in your soul believe whom God is, then be the best you can be. Yeah? Mr. Ramtahal, let me thank you again.
Yes, and I want to endorse what you say there. Be the best person you could be in whatever you do. Give it your best shot.
Whatever you're doing, you could, And I want to tell you something. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
May God bless you. We'll see you next week.
Yes,
I want to tell you all something. Whatever we're going to wrap things up now, but by wrapping up, I say this to you. Whatever situation you may find yourself in that you didn't anticipate, the challenge that you're facing right now, the storm that you're in, the difficult waters that you're in, only you will know and understand what you're going through. But I say this to you because I say it to myself. This too shall pass. This moment, this day, this challenge will pass. It will go. But let it be a learning experience so that tomorrow you'll be a better person. I want you to keep smiling and know that the best is always yet to come. And I leave you with this: with God and only God, all things are possible. Miracles happen. Have faith and trust. All right. I am Zelisa Singh Rupani. Stick and stay with us. Ultimate in programming right here on Real TV. Thanks for choosing us. See you soon.